This man is Yann LeCun. He won the Turing Award, the closest thing computer science has to a Nobel Prize, for helping invent the technology that powers almost every AI you use today, and in late 2025, he walked away from Meta, raised over $1 billion, and bet all of it on a single shocking idea, that the technology behind ChatGPT is a dead end. Now, before you roll your eyes, watch this one demonstration, because once you see it, you cannot unsee it, and you will understand exactly what he is so worried about. Here is a simple video, a pen balanced on its tip, about to fall. I am going to ask two different kinds of AI to predict what happens next. The first one is built like today's image and video generators. Its job is to draw the future, pixel by pixel. But here is the problem. The pen could fall to the left, it could fall to the right. The AI does not know which. So to cover itself, it does the mathematically safe thing. It draws every possible future at once and averages them together. And this is what you get. A blurry, ghostly smear. That blur is not a bug. It is the smartest answer a pixel predictor can give when the future is uncertain. And LeCun spent 15 years of his life staring at that blur until he realized the whole approach was wrong. To understand his bet, you have to understand what is actually happening inside a large language model. When you ask ChatGPT a question, it is doing one thing, over and over, incredibly fast, predicting the next word, just the next word, then the next. It is the most powerful autocomplete ever built, and it is genuinely amazing, but think about what it learned from. Text. Only text. It sounds like a lot until you compare it to a 4-year-old child. LeCun did the math. A 4-year-old, just by looking at the world, has taken in around 50 times more information than the largest language model gets from all the text on the internet. The child has never read a single book. But the child knows something the model does not. The child knows that if you let go of a ball, it falls. That a glass pushed off a table will break. The model has read the word gravity 10,000 times. It has never once felt it. So here is the uncomfortable truth. An A. I can write you a beautiful poem about flipping an egg in a pan and still have no idea that if you flip too hard, the egg ends up on the floor. It knows the words about the world. It does not have the world. So if predicting words is not enough, and predicting pixels just gives you blur, what is left? This is where LeCun's idea comes in, and it hinges on one word that sounds technical, but is actually something your brain does every second. Representation. Imagine you walk into a room, and a friend asks, "What just happened?" You would say, "A guy in a red shirt walked in and knocked over a glass." You would not say, "Pixel 1 is dark brown, Pixel 2 is slightly lighter brown." Your brain threw away 99% of the raw detail and kept only what matters. The meaning. That compressed summary, the gist, is a representation. It is reality with all the unpredictable noise stripped out and only the useful idea left behind. And here is LeCun's key insight. What if, instead of predicting pixels or words, an AI learned to predict in this space of ideas? Think about a weather forecaster. A good forecaster tells you, tomorrow will be rainy, around 15 degrees, windy in the afternoon. What they do not do is predict the exact path of every single raindrop. That is impossible. And more importantly, you do not care. The forecaster predicts the part of tomorrow that is actually predictable and throws away the part that is just noise. That is exactly what LeCun's architecture does. Its name is a mouthful, V-JEPA, which stands for Joint Embedding Predictive Architecture. But forget the name. Here's the whole idea in one sentence. It looks at part of the world and predicts the gist of the part it cannot see. Not the pixels, the gist. And because it only ever predicts the predictable part, it never produces blur. It learns instead to understand the storm. Now let me open the hood. just enough to see the genius of it, and I promise to keep this simple. V-JEPA has two eyes and a predictor between them. You take something, an image, a video, a moment in time, and you hide a part of it. The first eye, the context eye, looks at the part you can see. The second eye, the target eye, looks at the part you hid and quietly summarizes it into that compact representation, the gist. Then the predictor has one job: look at what the context eye sees and guess the gist that the target eye is holding. Notice what is missing here. At no point does anything try to draw the hidden part. It only ever predicts the idea of it. Now, there is one famous trap. If you are not careful, the two eyes find a lazy shortcut. They both agree to output the same boring thing for everything: a blank. The prediction is always perfect, and the AI has learned absolutely nothing. Researchers call this collapse. The fix is elegant. You let one eye learn fast and you make the other eye a slow, steady, trailing copy of it, so the predictor always has a real, moving target to chase, and the lazy blank shortcut never works. Okay, theory is nice. Does it actually work? In 2025, Meta released V-JEPA 2. They fed it over 1 million hours of video. No labels, no captions, just watch the world and learn to predict the gist of what happens next. And something remarkable came out. The model developed a rough, intuitive sense of physics. It can watch a clip and tell you whether what happens next is possible or impossible, the way you instantly know a ball should not float upward. But here is the part that matters most. They connected it to a robot arm. A normal robot needs painstaking training for every task. This one was different. Because the model carried a little simulator of reality in its head, the robot could be dropped into a room it had never seen, with objects it had never touched, and plan how to pick something up just by imagining, if I move this way, that happens. Zero special training for that room. Now I have to be honest with you, because this is the difference between a teacher and a hype channel. This is not solved. On the hardest physics tests, these models are still close to guessing. We are at the very beginning. But for the first time, a machine is learning about the world by watching it, the way you and I did, before we could read a word. So is LeCun right? Is the LLM a dead end? Here's where you need to be careful, because the internet has turned this into a war, and the truth is more interesting than the headlines. First, what LeCun actually said. Not that language models are useless. He uses them. His claim is narrower and sharper, that predicting the next word on its own will never get us to real human-level intelligence, and on that, he has a strong case. But here is the honest other side. While LeCun was making this argument, language models did something he did not fully predict. They learned to reason by thinking step by step and got dramatically better at exactly the problems he said they would fail. So the people betting on scaling language models are not foolish. They are winning real ground too, which is why almost none of the smartest researchers think one approach simply kills the other. The likely future is not LLM versus world model, it is LLM plus world model. A system that can talk and reason in language, sitting on top of a model that actually understands the room it is in. LeCun did not bet $1 billion to delete ChatGPT. He bet that ChatGPT by itself is missing something fundamental, and he is probably right about that. The open question, the one nobody has answered yet, is whether his V-JEPA is the missing piece or just one of many. Here is what I want you to take away. Every leap in AI came from someone questioning the thing everyone else thought was obvious. Right now, the obvious thing is just make the language model bigger. LeCun is betting his career, and $1 billion that the real prize is teaching machines to understand the world, not just describe it. Maybe he is wrong. But that is exactly the kind of bet that changes everything. If this helped the idea finally click, I go this deep on one system design and AI concept at a time over on systemdesign.academy. 700 plus lessons, the link is below. And tell me in the comments, do you think the future is bigger language models or world models? I read everyone. I will see you in the next one.